All right, welcome back, everybody. Hey, did you ever have any questions about the repeal of the 2012 Michigan helmet law? Well, you're in luck because we're hanging out with Jim and Vince. They're from Michigan Abate, which stands for American Bikers Aimed Towards Education, which I think that name kind of says it all. You know, but Vince is going to be filling us in on the helmet law, plus other things that are coming down from the Michigan legislature that we need to worry about, right? For the people out there that don't know necessarily what Michigan Abate is about, could you fill us in?
Sure. Abate, Michigan was formed in 1975. Motorcyclists from across the state. We are a true statewide organization from but Abate, Michigan is
right.
True statewide organization from Grand Rapids to Detroit to Muskegon to Munising to Ontonagon.
So you got your covering
Escanaba,
state.
We're all over.
And, but Abate is everywhere. It's not just Michigan, right?
Every state has one now. There's a national organization called the Motorcycle Rights Foundation, which is made up of the different Abate organizations.
Let's talk about the nuts and bolts of it, which is the helmet law, right? And what's going on? Actually, my biggest question was, what's the regulation? I mean, a 16-year-old just can't jump on a bike without a helmet in Michigan and ride, right? There's
Correct.
certain criteria he's got to meet, right?
First of all, you have to be 21. You have to have completed a safety course or had your cycle endorsement for 2 years.
Okay.
You have to carry an additional $20,000 PIP insurance, personal injury protection policy. That really, now we'll talk about that a little later, but it's kind of a questionable one. And again, you look at the legislature, there's a lot of rules. There's a lot of people involved in that particular issue. The PIP insurance is kind of bad in Michigan because the way the insurance is set up, you have your bike insurance, the other guy's insurance, your car insurance, the motorcycle insurance. There's an order of payments. And that PIP really falls low on that. And the other interesting fact about that is state police cannot ask you for PIP proof.
So how do they prove that you have that kind of coverage?
They can't.
They can't do it. Right. So the chances of you having it.
So we told the legislative guys that. We told the legislative aid the day that they were taking up the bill to change it to personal injury protection or health insurance. So you could show your Blue Cross card or HAP card or something that shows that you have a minimum coverage to cover your personal injuries. That's what the whole idea was. And they wouldn't do that because of the way the bill had been structured years before. It had that other language in there. And you know, the legislature, there's a lot of little rules and
so it was
consequences.
Bureaucratic.
Well, exactly. The bureaucrats wrote the legislation the way they wanted it, not the legislature. The people that write the bills. It's just like legislative service is what they call it, and they wrote it however they wanted, and didn't want to listen to our advice, and as a consequence, they created a meaningless clause in the bill.
I hear you. So, but really, in order to have, without the helmet, insurance, right? 20,000 is what it's supposed to be. Some experience on your bike.
Some experience.
And you got to be a certain age.
21, right?
Okay. What about a passenger?
As long as the rider is approved and the passenger is approved.
Okay. So
if they're over 21.
If they're over 21, they can ride without the helmet too.
Right.
So a matter of choice. Imagine that, right?
Right.
How about that, huh?